You know how sometimes when you leave a bad relationship, you decide to become the exact opposite of the person that you used to be in that moment? I feel like I'm by accident doing that with week 9 out of 12 of the Artist Way, a practice that helps you reconnect with your creativity. I was always a very rigorous, systematic, organized person in my corporate world and in my life in general. And then now that I'm trying to reconnect with creativity, I for some reason noticed that I'm slipping out of that pattern, especially last week and this week continuously. I forgot to do, well, not forgot, I deprioritized my artist date, which is a moment, 2 hours a week for you to spend alone with your inner child, with your inner creativity, and just do silly things. Like whatever the fuck comes to your mind, you end up playing around with this without any expected outcome, without trying to produce the best work of your lifetime, which is often the case, and the pressure that we just end up putting on ourselves unnecessarily. I ended up going outside of the city with my friends to travel to Pärnu instead of staying in Tallinn. And in Tallinn, I was already starting to plan going to a yoga event, which was happening in a park, which I was looking forward to. But because it was a last minute invite and the yoga plans were kind of happening simultaneously, I decided why not go with friends, because I would much rather spend time with humans and, you know, end up connecting with people when I don't necessarily always get the chance to do that. So that was fun. And we ended up going to swim in a lake. We went to sauna, to a hot tub, and then my belly button piercing got infected. If that's not a sign from the universe telling me not to slack on art, then I don't know what is, because I've had this piercing for almost 15 years now. So the fact that it just randomly got infected is extremely odd. My favorite part was this week creating the True North visual, a mix of pictures that are your goals, your plans, your things that you want to achieve or like set yourself as inspiration for, and mix of your own images, which makes you feel more connected to the potential goal, because then you see yourself in that goal. Also graduated with a cum laude this week. Yes, thank you so much. I busted my ass, but not that hard. It wasn't that difficult necessarily in the last year, because I had quit my corporate job previously. When I had corporate job plus startup plus this, that was a lot. But the last year was kind of somewhat smooth sailing. I should supposedly know what social entrepreneurship is and how to be one, but at the moment I'm focusing on my creative recovery, and then we see where that ends up leading. Because I definitely do see a world in which I'm finding a way to influence and help impact people's lives in a positive way through art in some way. At least that's how I perceive it at the moment. So yes, absolutely no more slacking. Week 10, we're locking in, girls.